Going out used to involve a lot of waiting. Waiting in line, waiting for drinks, even waiting to hear your song on the jukebox. But for Gen Z, waiting might be becoming optional. Journalist Ella Welsh looks at how the expectation for instant gratification is reshaping nightlife and what that might say about the culture of going out today.
On a Friday night near Syracuse University, Marshall Street fills up quickly. Lines form outside bars, music spills out onto the sidewalk. Groups of friends move from one place to the next, deciding where the night should go. On the surface, it looks like the same college nightlife that has existed for decades. But if you watch a little closer, the rhythm feels different. The night moves faster, and more, the experience seems built around avoiding one thing: waiting. For a generation that grew up with instant messaging, instant streaming, and food delivered within mere minutes, the expectation of immediacy has become almost invisible. It's simply just how things work. And increasingly, that expectation is reshaping something as old-fashioned as going out to a bar. The first place that bartenders notice this shift is surprisingly small. It's how people pay. For decades, bars operated around open tabs. You'd start one when you arrived and close it out hours later when the night ended. The system assumed something simple, that people wanted to stay. But bartender Logan Davidson, who works at Harry's, says younger customers rarely leave tabs open anymore.
Yeah. Like it's like right then and there. It's like they do not want to keep it open. It's just like we always ask, but they're like, no, close it.
Instead of settling into a place for the night, many people now close out after every drink. And part of that might be practical. I mean, people don't want to lose their cards, but it may also reflect something deeper about how Gen Z experiences time.
Definitely with the demographic that we have, a lot of them just want to be like, okay, if it's X amount of money, I don't want to keep it going. So
closing out immediately means you're free to leave immediately, and leaving quickly matters. College nightlife today often revolves around movement, one drink here, then somewhere else, then maybe another bar if a friend texts that the line is shorter there. An open tab assumes commitment, and closing it out assumes mobility. In that sense, the small act of tapping a card and finishing the transaction right away reflects something larger. The night isn't designed to linger, it's designed to keep moving.
Yeah, I want to close out.
That impatience with waiting becomes even more evident outside the bar. On busy nights, lines can stretch all the way down Marshall Street, and for most of bar culture's history, waiting in those lines was simply part of the ritual. But now there's an app for avoiding it. LineLeap allows customers to pay to move directly to the front. Senior Sophia Zavinovich says she first learned about it through friends.
So LineLeap I've used for bar crawls, which I didn't even know that was like a thing until I became 21, and a lot of my friends were like sending me links saying, hey, you have to use this to get into the bar crawl, because if you don't use it, you're not going to get into the bar crawl.
Once that option exists, the logic becomes hard to ignore. Why wait if you don't have to?
If I really, really wanted to go somewhere, I would totally pay $15, yeah.
In a way, LineLeap doesn't just skip the line, it monetizes time. The question shifts from should I wait to how much is waiting worth? But bartenders say the dynamic inside the bar sometimes shifts when time becomes something people feel like they have purchased.
When people come in with LineLeap, they're like, we paid extra, you need to serve me now. It's just very entitled.
When waiting becomes optional, patience can start to feel unnecessary. And that expectation for immediacy doesn't stop at the door. Inside many bars, even the music has become something customers can control. Apps like TouchTunes allow anyone to choose the next song. And yes, jukeboxes have existed forever, but if you want your song played faster, on this app, you can pay to move it to the front of the queue. Sophia says the appeal is obvious.
If a bar has TouchTunes, it's a good time. I'm a big music girl, and if I'm drinking, even if I have one drink in my system, there's probably a specific song I want to listen to, and I'm gonna pay a good amount of money for it.
What used to be a shared atmosphere curated by a bartender or a DJ now becomes something shaped moment by whoever opens the app. The room becomes less collective and more customizable, another experience made immediate. Taken together, these changes tell a story that goes beyond nightlife apps. Closing tabs instantly, skipping lines, choosing songs on demand. They all reflect the same expectation that experiences should happen quickly and ideally on your terms. Bartender Haley Testone says the result is an atmosphere that feels more intense.
Where Marshall Street, everybody is going crazy and drinking a lot more. They're not looking for a chill night. They're looking for a crazy night out.
In that kind of environment, patience starts to feel almost outdated. Waiting for things like a drink, a song, even a moment becomes something to avoid. And that raises a larger question. If everything in a night out can be sped up, customized, or skipped entirely, what happens to the parts that used to unfold slowly? Bars have always been places where time stretched a little, where we stayed a little longer than planned. You waited, you talked. But in a generation shaped by on-demand everything, even the social rituals built around slowing down are starting to accelerate. And when waiting disappears, something else might disappear with it. The pauses, the anticipation, the moments that used to happen in between. For now, I'm Ella Welsh. Thank you for listening.